Okay, alright. Listen up, Crunchyroll. Listen. I don't know whether to be ecstatic because of what you've done or frustrated. Crunchyroll decided to, out of nowhere, drop Kaguya-sama, the movie, but in episodic parts. Episodes 1 and 2. I don't know whether this was entirely like Crunchyroll's decision or if it was just like A1 decided to do this, the company, the studio that makes it, and Crunchyroll were like, oh, okay, we'll put it on as well. I don't know. But man, there was no announcement for it. There was like nothing, like earlier, there was no setup for it. As a YouTuber, I gotta make a schedule, man. I gotta like be able to know when I'm gonna be recording these videos. So look, Kaguya-sama is literally one of my favorite anime of all time. I sound like Chris Traeger from Parks and Rec, but it is like top 3 anime of all time for me. I absolutely adore Kaguya-sama, and when the movie came out in theaters, I decided not to go and watch it because I wanted to do it on this channel properly, you know? I wanted to do reaction videos to it, so I didn't watch the movie, and I thought I would be waiting months to see it. But no, they're going to be releasing it in 4 different episodes. So today, we're going to be watching episodes 1 and 2 of the show, and episodes 3 and 4 will be released in a couple days, both in terms of it on Crunchyroll for me right now, because I'm recording this on April 1st in Australia, and episodes 3 and 4 will be coming out in like 2 days or something. So yeah, anyway, the previous season was like, I actually did do a reaction to all of the, or was it all of or most of? I think it was most of the previous season of Kaguya-sama. You can find those reaction videos on my channel. If you haven't seen them, I definitely recommend going and checking it out to just know how much I love this show. You know, the times when it made me cry, I laughed really hard at all the episodes. Like, I love this show. And I adored the way season 3 ended, and I know that this is a direct continuation from season 3. So I'm just so excited. I'm actually very nervous to click play. This is one of those shows that is such a favorite show of mine that I'm worried to get more of it, just because I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. I don't know how it's gonna affect me emotionally. But if you enjoy these reactions, please make sure to support the video so other people can find these videos as well. So liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, all that stuff really does help me out drastically. So yeah, we're going to be jumping into this video. This is Kaguya-sama Love is War, The First Kiss That Never Ends, Episode 1. Here we go. Oh. Are they saying they can have sex in this special? Oh, I love seeing Kaguya fangirl out about the kiss. This was all in the previous season. I remember all this. Oh my god! Oh my god, OP! Whoa! Look at these visuals. The reindeer costume. Oh my god. I love that all his songs sound exactly the same, but I love it. Whoa. Oh, look at all the effort they're putting into this OP. Oh, look at them. Aww. And the little versions of them. Oh my god. My heart. Brilliant. Yeah, close. Just talk to her about it. Classic. Cherry boy. Wow, that was like a Reagan. Like. A small Kaguya. It is very cute. Nailed it. It's like a ultra rare card. Yeah, awesome. French kiss. She broke her necklace. Aww. War criminal. My god. Wow, not quite. I like how she still does the... She stops halfway through. Oh my god. It's all over the screen. I kiss Shirogane with tongue. Yeah? Very honest answer. He's in the same room. I don't think Shirogane is even thinking about that. He's thinking about their relationship. Aww. She's not in a state to talk properly. Yeah. I like how they have to bend down to talk to her. President? Yeah! Ishigami gets 2. Aww. No more. This is such a weird concept. He shrunk himself. Oh my god. It's scarily devoid of substance. Miko! I was wondering what it would look like in real life. That's terrifying. 3 days. Aw, well, that's progress. He's gonna ruin it, is he? Oh, that's good. Is Ishigami gonna do something stupid? Yeah, I thought so. What? Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. For what? Come over? What? That's amazing. Oh, is she having a party or something? For a threesome! Well, you still have to go. Little sad that it's not one-on-one, but... But he's got the Tsubame party. He's never been able to say that before. Nope, you can't. You're not as subtle as you think. Aww. Aw, that's really cute. And she's thinking about the conversation they had. And she's looking at the heart. Ah. Huh. That is interesting. Oh, the trial of Kaguya's? Death penalty. Oh my god. Yeah. That's true, if you guys like each other. Child Kaguya. That's true. You gotta talk to him about it. Yeah, that's the bit that I always thought was gonna be tough. Go with president. Yeah? We all have different fetishes. That's really funny. Oh, we're hearing Ice Kaguya's feelings. Damn. Damn. Hell of a job voice acting her. Oh my god. Jesus! I know this is all happening in her head, but... Oh my god. Oh. I feel bad for Ice Queen Kaguya, but... You try so hard to do things your own way. Ice Queen Kaguya is not considering Shirogane's feelings. Oh? Oh no, she's becoming Ice Queen? Oh no. Oh, here she is. That might be bad. Oh, an ED? Oh, interesting. It's got Ice Queen Kaguya and the child Kaguya. Little Kaguya. The ED songs are always so peaceful. Oh, is that supposed... Oh, it's like the Stanford... The plane to Stanford? Oh, wow. That's an interesting metaphor. Oh, this is a great song. God, they choose good ED songs. Oh. Oh. Okay, full length of the second episode, starting in 3, 2, 1. I'm really gonna try to take in as much of this OP as I can. There's so much going on in this OP and so many little Easter eggs and stuff, it's crazy. Okay, are we picking right up where we left off? Ice Queen Kaguya? Yeah. I have to remember this was also a movie, so... Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like them using Maki for that example. Okay. Well, they get into the real questions here. Uh-huh. Whoa! Really? Oh. Oh my god, no! No, that was his anxieties! Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. I think you gotta say no. Oh, that's a really sad line. Man, all of his anxieties are coming true right now. Poor guy. Remind you of something? Yeah. Man, this isn't your fault, Shirogane. I don't blame him. This is a very stressful situation to be in. Hold her hands. And she's trying to get him to do all of this like forcibly. Oh my god, she is the type of shinomiya that he's terrified of. That's really cute. What a great cutaway after such a sad situation. Oh no. Of course not. I'd collapse. I would get depressed after that, I think. Oh no. That's a cold stare. That's true. She was also weird then. But that was like a weird that we're more used to now. Uh-oh. You're about to be perfumed. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Oh my god. Listen to her voice acting right now. That's great. And now she doesn't want to be around him. Oh my god, look at this scene! Whoa! Holy shit! She's pulling Hayasaka moves. Oh my god. Oh man. Poor guy. Yes, I picked up that much. Oh, so it's in the mid-note now. Oh my god, he's gonna be so confused. Man. This is like a dude's worst nightmare. No. Oh, jeez. Aww. He's being more honest. Okay, alright. We heard a bit of the real Shinomiya voice in there, the non-Ice Queen version at least. So hopefully she can... Cute. Wait, hopefully she can break out of it. Huh. Interesting. Kaguya-sama, I like these two hanging out. This is great. I love Maki. She's very funny. Yeah. First time she's just been upfront about it. Yeah. Smarter but less emotional. And the emotion is the important part. Yeah. There you go. Maybe Maki was the right person to talk to. Okay. Some heart coming out. Oh my god. Yeah, no more. That's as simple as it is. That's really as simple as it is for these two. Oh, Maki. Uh-oh. you figure it out? You figured it out!
これもしかして文化祭で大人のキスをしたわ
Oh my god!
大人のキス
I like how she jumped out of frame.
彼が突然
Damn.
知りたくなかったですよ全然ロマンティックじゃない それでいいのよ
See, Kashiwagi didn't see that as romantic.
私の胸がするような
氷かぐやとは篠宮かぐやの多面性の一つである恋心でもある
好きなのに
Oh, I appreciate that they call that side of her cowardly, because that is kind of what it is. But we're all flawed. We all have those
本日の
flaws.
勝敗敗北
Damn. Aww, look at them both. Well, it's very nice to get these 2 episodes, and like simultaneously I'm sad that I have to wait a couple days for the next 2 episodes, but I also am glad that I like can take this time to take it in, because something that I really liked about Kaguya-sama was having a week and just like it felt so back to back and like so packed with content in one episode that I needed like a week to take it all in, to pick up on all the jokes that are going on, and to, you know, like when you're binging it, I feel like a lot of the time you're going to be really focused on the story, the overarching story of what's happening. And of course, that's a big part of Kaguya-sama, is the overarching story is really good. But when you can do it week to week, you can actually focus on the jokes that are being made and the way they like visually deliver them, and the animation and the music of certain scenes, and like you can focus on each individual aspect a little bit more because you have more time to digest it. You're really like focused on that one episode rather than the show as a whole. So I'm glad that they didn't drop the entire movie at once, because I think if I watched the actual movie, I reckon I would have walked out of it and probably only like really been thinking about like the ending or whatever. I don't know what the ending's gonna be, obviously, but I imagine that like however they resolve this arc is what I'm gonna be thinking about at the end. But anyway, let me talk about the OP and ED. I mean, there's not that much to talk about, but they were I say not that much to talk about because there was so much in it that I couldn't possibly talk about it. That's why I say that. There is actually a lot to talk about. There's a lot of like Easter eggs and stuff in there. You can see like little octopus wieners going everywhere, and screenshots from some of the EDs, and you can see Chica's dog and the ramen kings or whatever. You can see like obviously a bunch of different characters. The diner was called Kaguya's Diner, I think. Like these are all just things that I've spotted after seeing it like twice. But every single frame has like tons of stuff, you know. Miko's in her like princess get up, and Ishigami's dressed like the Phantom Thief, and Chika's dressed like a detective thing and then calls out Ishigami. Like, it's all really great. So yeah, it was a really fun, crazy ED, and I mean, look, I forgot what his name is, but is it Suzuki? Is that what his name is? Mashiro Suzuki? Or is that, am I thinking of, hang on, I'm just gonna look up the name of the, Suzuki might have been one of the girls that was singing with him at some point. Hang on. No, I was close. Masayuki Suzuki is the name. Although, also, the artist that was singing with him is named Airi Suzuki. Are they related? Or I mean, Suzuki's like a super. Oh no, hang on. Well, if it's probably Suzuki's probably their. Actually, it could be their family name. I don't know, because it's on Google, and so like when it's on Google, I'm sometimes unsure if they're putting it in the Japanese way or the English way. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But regardless, his songs I'm never surprised when I go into them because they just sound like his songs. But they're always like super funky and they just sound really nice. Like, I don't mind if he makes the same song 100 times. It's just very nice to hear. And it fits this show so well, with like Kaguya and Shirogane dancing together and stuff. It's so sweet. And the ED was really nice. I love the way that they do these EDs. They're always like pretty metaphorical and emotional. And like really get into the mind state of the characters and like how they're feeling at this current time. And right now we're seeing like Kaguya sort of struggle like internally, because it seems like this arc is going to be a lot about Kaguya struggling internally. So yeah, it's like we're seeing a lot of that. Anyway, about the actual episode. Firstly, I've never seen the word sex said so many times in an anime before. And like not only just said so many times, but also like they were filling the screen with it. Like they were showing off how much they could talk about it. It's very funny. And like I liked how the very first thing was like, hey, did you know you can show sex as long as it's only 4 pages long or whatever, like from Ishigami? Like that's just a really funny thing to open with. It's just like, hey, yeah, we're gonna go there. Like we're gonna actually be talking about these themes properly instead of dancing around them and implying about them. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, this whole situation, because I don't want to make any massive judgments about any of the characters and what they're feeling and stuff until we've seen the whole thing, because it's pretty complex, and I like the way that Aka writes these stories, and I like the way he writes these misunderstandings. And these characters have flaws that he allows them to have, these pretty big flaws, but like sort of writes it as if like that's a part of a person that you accept, and you learn to help them, and you work through it together as a couple, you know? So like, yeah, these episodes, they go pretty hard on Kaguya's like very harsh side, her very like this side of her that was built up by her family that has been sort of hidden away all this time, and now it's starting to spiral out of her when the rest of her isn't quite up to the task of taking control of her body right now. It's purely the Ice Princess Kaguya, and it's tough because like I feel like this is the sort of thing that a lot of people who are like casual watchers of anime and who don't like to look into these characters too much, or are very like emotional to react to something in the moment, would be very, very upset with Kaguya. And I mean, sort of rightly so. She's being pretty harsh and horrible to Shirogane right now. And like it's a tough time for both of them. They're both trying to work through their feelings and figure out exactly what they want to do. And unfortunately, Kaguya's way, based on her like lack of emotional like education that she's gotten from her family, because of that, she is lashing out and making Shirogane feel small, making him feel like he's doing everything wrong, because she's trying to make it go to a certain plan, because that's the only way she knows, like that, like she thinks that's what she wants, when it's really tough. Because like what Ice Princess Kaguya was saying at the start of the episode was like, you two, referring to the other two Kaguyas, aren't thinking about how I feel. And the thing is, like, that might be true, but, you know, obviously, she wasn't thinking about how Shirogane feels and how like their relationship can actually progress properly. It's like she's kind of setting herself up for failure here, just to try to have things go right. And Shirogane is just trying to keep above water. He's fucking doggy paddling as best he can to keep his head above water, to stop himself from drowning in his own anxiety and self-doubt. He's probably feeling extremely lonely right now, like maybe more lonely than he ever has, which is very sad. At least he can talk to Maki about it, but even Maki now has abandoned him. I'm just gonna pause this for a sec. I'm back, and I just had to quickly run an errand that that was like super unexpected. And so I forgot what I was talking about, but hopefully I can continue on. Tsubame is having a party. It's very sad that like it seemed like it was just gonna be Tsubame and Ishigami, but it's cute that they're gonna be able to hang out together still. And I liked the dynamic of like Tsubame asking him and him agreeing to going, and then like Chika asking because she was putting together her own party, and Chika understanding that Ishigami's gonna choose Tsubame over her. Like I like that as well. I kind of appreciate that everyone was on board with like, well, obviously you're gonna go to Tsubame's party. And then we had that like sweet moment where like Miko was like, well, you don't want me there, so I guess I'll go to the student council one. And then Ishigami's like, what? I don't mind you being there. Like it's a very nice moment. I mean, obviously with their relationship, 90% of the nice moments come from Ishigami because he doesn't hate her. And I mean, she doesn't, well, actually, no, she does kind of hate him, but she also obviously has a little bit of a soft spot for him. So they got this interesting thing happening, and I'm trying to figure out, and if you've read the manga, don't talk to me about this, because you might hint at stuff that's coming in the future, and I don't want to know. So, like, even if you're like, I've read the manga, but even when I was at this part of the manga, I knew that they don't like each other and blah 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 blah. I want it, if you've read the manga about this specific point, don't tell me about it, because it's a delicate situation, and it is a situation that will be super obvious in hindsight. So the Ishigami Miko pairing has been one that has been sort of played with since the start, or since Miko was introduced, where it's like clearly they have this relationship between them where they hate each other, but they also do these nice things for each other behind each other's backs, and they're protecting each other in their own weird way. And the tension between them does feel like those people who squabble just because, you know, because they want to interact with each other, you know? So there's definitely intended tension there that could become romantic chemistry. That's intended. Aka for sure knows what he's doing with that. He even said it through Glasses Girl. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but Glasses Girl even said it at some point. She was like, don't you think the fact that you two are being like this means that you actually kind of have feelings for each other or whatever? And she said that mostly to get under their skin and make them get along. But it's, all I'm saying is it's an intended question in this series of whether or not a relationship between those two could potentially work. Then they introduced Tsubame, and I was like, okay, they're setting up Tsubame with someone else, so we're probably all good on the we're probably over with the will they won't they of Miko and Ishigami. However, so in this episode, she's holding the heart. And like first it shows Tsubame, and she's going, 3 months until I have to give my answer, huh? And then it cuts to Miko, and she's holding the heart, and it says, if not claimed in 3 months, like it's yours. So that heart was given to her, quote unquote, given to her by Ishigami. Ishigami obviously was returning it because she was in charge of the lost and found stuff. However, there's definitely like symbolism going on there where it's like the idea of if Ishigami and Tsubame don't get together, then perhaps the ship opened back up again. And Miko then was like, whatever, I don't even want it anyway, throwing it down. But she's a tsundere. Like, she's gonna do that no matter what. Like, if she does have feelings, or if she doesn't, she's gonna have that same reaction. So we're not gonna be able to tell exactly what it is between those two yet. Obviously, it could work either way. I love Tsubame so much that I want Tsubame and Ishigami to be together because I just love her. I think they would be a sweet couple. I think it would be really great. But I think it's also possible that Aka takes the route where they're not meant for each other, or Tsubame's not as interested, or they can't get together for one reason or another, I think that's absolutely a valid route that they could take. And if that happens, I can for sure see Ishigami and Miko having something there. Maybe they get together, maybe they don't. Maybe they get together temporarily and realize it doesn't work out. I don't know. But there's something that they're playing with. They're playing with it there. Also with the Kaguya Ice Princess thing, she seems to want the relation, like she seems to want a very particular type of relationship that you see in like romance movies and stuff, where it's like the man kisses the woman, the man grabs her hand, the man, like, you know, does all of these things that are like bordering on non-consensual, you know, like just a slight miscommunication would make it non-consensual. And it's a very difficult thing because, like, obviously consent is extraordinarily important in a relationship, but at the same time, some people like crave spontaneity in their romance. They don't want to, like, they want to feel that heart-pounding excitement of someone kissing you, right? But obviously they want to feel that from the person that they like. So if that happens to them, but it's someone they don't like, that's obviously horrifying, traumatizing, terrible, right? So the solution to that is talking about your feelings and consent. But this version of Kaguya wants him to be, you know, being a man, taking charge of the situation. And Shirogane is a very upstanding citizen, a nice, sweet guy who cares about Kaguya a lot. And so he doesn't want to just, like, he doesn't want to he doesn't want to assume anything, because if he assumes wrong, that's a really bad thing to do to someone. Like, to, like, kiss them against their consent, to grab their hand isn't as bad, but it can be bad for someone, you know? Like, these are important things that are going through his head, and of course they're going through his head because he's a nervous and nice guy. So I wonder how they're gonna approach this topic entirely, because I feel like the person who needs to start adjusting their perspective a little bit is Kaguya. Like, it's not like she has to settle. I think she's feeling like she doesn't want to settle, but I don't think it's about settling. I think it's about them both getting the relationship that they want out of this. So they both need to be comfortable. I don't think Shirogane wants to be walking on eggshells all the time. But the thing is, I think Aka writes these characters really well. I can always understand what both Kaguya and Shirogane are feeling and thinking, and I appreciate them going through stories like this that are quite interesting and make me really think about what the right answer is. And the answer that's right isn't going to be right for everyone. So, like, they may resolve it in a way that I'm like, that's not what I would do, but they're both happy. They both are very happy with that circumstance, you know? It depends from person to person, and it's not really our place to say, like, oh, well, you guys fixed your relationship, but you didn't do it the right way. Here's the right way you should have done it, you know? Because remember that situation where Shirogane was, like, pulled into Kaguya's bed, and then he slept in her bed while she was sick, and she felt like he could have taken advantage of her, but then if he didn't take advantage of her, why didn't he take advantage of her? Is it because like he doesn't like her? Like, and all of that situation happened, and they resolved it by talking, and by Shirogane sort of like admitting that he like did kind of take a step towards her in a way, and by them just, you know, having that little moment between them. And it was like a situation where that's not how I would have resolved it. That, like, in real life, I would not have resolved it that way, but they were both happy at the end of it. and no one felt uncomfortable, no one felt violated. Every party involved was happy with it. So like, yeah, they solved it. They can work through it. I believe they can work through this as well. We got 2 more episodes of it, so in a couple days we will get to it and see how it is. Anyway, that was a long video recording, so thank you very much for watching these episodes. I always have so much to say about Kaguya-sama. Please make sure to support the video as best you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, and my Patreon account has full-length early access and exclusive videos. Go check that out as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.